next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is, can the Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder fight ever regain the luster that it once had? I'll start with G on this one.
The luster that it once had, or could it still regain like that mega fight status, but may not be to the same degree?
I'm saying,
You know what I'm saying? You say the same luster, it's like, nah, dog, but can we still like,
think about it. What mean?
can we still, can we still make some money?
So here's what I'll do. I'll answer your question and I'll throw it to G and come back to you. No. Will they ever be able to make the money they would have made had the fight happened when they were both undefeated?
They're not. The answer's hell no. And the reason why is because Wilder messed up the money, man. I'll be honest, Wilder implying that AJ was a bot champion, it kind of messed it all up. And the fact that I'm being real, AJ wasn't supposed to lose to a fat boy. Like, and I know it had nothing to do with Louise's side, but the optics of that fight doesn't look good.
He's just chubby, okay? There's a difference.
Listen, hey man, I'm a big bony brother myself. You know? I like to view myself as pretty athletic, but let's just be real. Like, AJ lost to a dude that looked like, a plumber. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not a good look. So when you see that in combination to Wilder releasing tweets talking about like, he was a bot champion, everything was just smoke and mirrors, that implies like, you know what, maybe AJ really wasn't that dude in the heavyweight division. So I don't think they could ever regain that same status, like the mega fight status that we wanted, because of the O, but it's really the O left because of who removed his O. And that to me is like, wow, Louise, man.
I'm gonna say no. Of course not. We're in the era of, what I'm saying, one of the greatest fighters ever left us in this era with this mythical thing that you have to have an unblemished record. You know what I'm saying? And the greatest boxer that I'm talking about is Floyd Mayweather. They got everybody thinking that this O it means something. So everything was around this O. Everything, they're both undefeated. You know what I'm saying? So no, it can't gain the same. And I blame both guys. You know what I'm saying? Both guys, because while they're not taking these fights, both of these guys prolonging this fight, not making these fights happening, it's not going to happen. I thought it happened a little bit more before this Joshua fight that I was starting to see. Listen, when the Tyson Fury, when that draw happened, it took a bite out of it. Not that big of a chunk, but it took a bite out of it. And then now, with the loss to Louise, to me, it would never, there's no way they can gain that fire back.
Well, let me be the first to say, I agree with you. Listen, it will never be what it once was, but that's a lesson. This was a microcosm of everything I love about boxing. It was a great day for boxing, and it was a sad day for boxing. It was a sad day for boxing because the fight that could have generated the most money for the sport, that could have brought so much attention on the sport, that would have brought so much endorsements to the sport, was lost due to the top fighters jousting for position. Jousting to make, give me 50-50, I'll give you 60-40, we're refusing to make demands, we're just going to keep taking fights we perceive to be easy pickings until you acquiesce to my demand. Well, guess what happened? Neither one of them are now going to make the money they could have made how they had they given us the fight we wanted when we wanted it. Deontay Wilder can't fight anyone now and make $50 million. That probably includes Anthony Joshua at this point, which is why you should have taken the fight when it was available to you. So you have a group of fans that say, Deontay Wilder would have washed them, and they'll cite Andy Ruiz as proof. Well, then why wasn't he the one washing them that night for $50 million? You make $50 million, you wash them, you become undisputed champion, you get all the belts, you get another fight, you wash them again, and you're the dude. You are the Floyd Mayweather now. You're the new king of the sport. sport, right? Same with Anthony Joshua. You can watch him, right? So why not work out more of a compromise if you're Eddie Hearn? Why not do something to sweeten the pot? Okay, I'll give you 50-50 of pay-per-view sales, but not the gate or something. Work out a deal, make the fight happen. Because if Anthony Joshua loses to Deontay Wilder, at least we're all looking for a rematch, especially if he lost in this fashion. Imagine Wilder's the one who got dropped in the third round, got off with the deck, dropped Joshua twice, then dropped him 2 more times, and eventually stopped him. We're all dying to see a rematch. We're all looking to pay for a rematch. But this happened with Andy Ruiz.
I'm gonna ask you a quick question. Is there anything the zone or Eddie Hearn could do to do damage control right now to revive that potential mega fight?
Yes, all the excuses that I gave you. All the excuses that I gave you.
Blame the ref.
The plane ride, you know what I'm saying? Not being no
Ruiz was on the Canelo tacos.
You know, a lot of things, you know what I'm saying, you can talk about. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you can play damage control, but it's still not going to be the mega fight that it was. You can soup it up so for the rematch, so that the rematch between Ruiz and Joshua could look good. And if Joshua, beats Ruiz in the rematch, then you can say, oh, it was because of all these and this and that, and it happens, and now you can make that right, but it would never be as big as it could have if these guys wasn't sitting here trying to prolong this fight for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's never going to be what it could have been. And can they do something to revive Joshua? Sure. But they can never revive him to the point where they're going to make the money they could have made. And that's the point I was making about gambling. When you keep winning with the dealer, you know eventually you need to cash out at some point. Because your luck's going to run out. And you're going to start to lose money. And this was devastating. Like, this was devastating to the sport. And it didn't have to be that way. And now, the great thing that happened, that I love about the sport of boxing, was we saw a man who was thrown in last minute as an opponent, who didn't look the part, didn't have the big promotional machine behind him. He was on PBC, but he was low tier. They wouldn't let Ortiz take the fight. Wilder didn't take the fight. They said, okay, Andy, go get your money. And Andy Ruiz went and won. And that's what I love about boxing. You take 2 men from 2 different parts of the country, ring the bell, and may the best man win.
So in other words, are you saying it's Big Baby Miller's fault?
I think what we'll do is,
I'm just saying, shout out to Ned.
when we have our cameraman Ned, Ned
Shame
will
on you,
address,
Gerald Miller.
Ned will address it. But I will say this, Big Baby Miller, you didn't take all those roids,
we would have had our mega fight.
you would have had a mega fight. This is coming on you somehow. But hey, how about this? The real thing is, quick, yes or no, just no time to respond. Do you think Anthony Joshua now would rather fight Miller on the steroids than Andy Ruiz?
Hell yeah! Without question, bro.
Definitely, he trained for a different fighter. There's a lot of things that.
He trained for his Miami 10.
There's a lot of factors.
He went to about to face a man that was powered by steroids to a man that's powered by Snickers. And listen, a man who's powered by Snickers is a bad motherfucker.
He's a hearty eater. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, the internet's undefeated. You gotta see some the stuff that
Ruiz went from eating tacos to eating jollof rice that night.